So this is the new Fell Beast in Nitro V. This is actually the 4th iteration of this model. I originally made this in late 2013. So it's on its 4th run, and we've made some changes throughout the years. Biggest change for the new run is these used to all be 52100 and they're now Nitro V, which Nitro V is a new modified version of AEBL steel, and it has nitrogen and vanadium added. And what that does is it really increases the toughness of the steel, and it also increases edge holding a little bit, and it makes it very, very stainless. So we also have, for this model, we have the new CNC scales. So you can see they have a nice scallop texture on the surface, and we have the new extra strength torque screws that we're using, and they work really well. So this is the Fell Beast. It's a good all-purpose blade for being in the woods. It's a hard use machete, and the edge thickness, these are 30 thousandths behind the edge, so it's a pretty thin edge, and it's a pretty capable blade. So we're gonna see what it can do. So that took about 3 minutes of chopping, and this tree is about 6 inches in diameter, hardwood, so I think that's about as big of a tree as you'd want to take down with something like this, but for this and anything under, it's a really effective tool. So now we're going to look at the edge stability of the steel. So this is 30 thousandths of an inch thick behind the edge. It's about 20 degrees per side, and we're going to see how the Nitro V holds up. It's a relatively thin edge, and we're going to start by just chopping in half some 3/4 copper piping. I got my first tiny little edge roll. I think it's mostly just because it didn't come in at a good angle, but it's still very minimal damage. So we're going to step it up here and see where it starts to fail. So here's the end result of a few splits through that cinder block, and overall the edges held up pretty well. We got a pretty gnarly tear out right there, but I'm pretty impressed. So now I'm going to chop through some of these nails, and this will be a really good test. I do expect the edge to fail, so we'll see. So you can see we got some small rolls, but nothing too bad. Overall, I'm really happy with the performance of Nitro V. It's shown great edge stability in the testing, and it's a true stainless steel. I think 52100 is probably a bit tougher, but this steel can handle anything you can throw at it. And for a coastal or tropical environment, I think it's a nearly perfect steel. One thing to keep in mind, we still haven't tested them in cold weather yet with the Nitro V, so if you plan on using one in freezing temperatures, I'd stick with the 52100 version for now, and we'll have those back in stock soon.